Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sonny here, coming at you guys with another Neverwinter video. And by the title and thumbnail, you already know why you clicked on. I'm going to be giving you guys my discussion on Mod 18. It's been just about a month since the release. It's the 21st when I'm making this video. I believe Mod 18 came out February 25th, I want to say. Let me just double check. Yeah, February 25th. So it's been almost a month. And I just want to give you guys kind of my month ideas, kind of thoughts or whatever. Leave me down in the comments below. What do you guys think on Mod 18 so far? Have you guys beaten the new dungeon yet? Are you guys enjoying it? Has it brought you back to the game? Are you even still playing the game, to be honest? You know, maybe you're watching this and you just kind of go on, grab your key like I was for a while. But over the past couple weeks, over the past couple weeks, I've been playing this game a lot more. I've been grinding the new mod, figuring out what, you know, progressing my way. As you guys can see, I don't have the new dungeon yet, but I am definitely making my way up there. So it's not like a terrible idea. But I do want to talk to you guys about some of the things that have been added in. You know, some of the things that I enjoy, some of the things that I don't enjoy about Mod 18 so far. And number one is the SEs, okay? If you're not familiar with SEs, you're going to need to familiarize yourself ASAP. Because they're just like a cash flow, and they're just pretty much, they're just something you want to run this module. Just like with Schult, it was the treasure hunts. You wanted to run those. You wanted to farm the dinosaurs and everything. For Underdark, it was you know, you want to farm Lam pretty much, and you know, Tom. Well, for this Mod 18, I see everybody. I have been on throughout every part of the day, from early in the morning. You know, I'm talking early in the morning, late at night, afternoon. It doesn't matter what day. People are posting for SEs. And that is genuinely what I like to see within the game of Neverwinter. I feel with the introduction of Mod 18, I definitely see an influx of players. You know, whether regardless we're just running SEs, you're still seeing a bunch more people on, you know. And everybody's running SEs. So you can come on Neverwinter one day and be like, you know what? I have been live streaming a lot more. You know, I have been running a shit ton of SEs. You want to get the Juma bags. Garland made a pretty dope-ass video explaining to you why you want to run it in depth if you want more information on it. The only problem is there's only one encounter that we're running. And after a while, of course, you're going to get bored, just like with anything. It's just like running the same dungeon over and over. You're going to get worn out after a while. But for this instance, it's just one heroic encounter. It's pretty easy. You know, very rarely will you lose. The only reason you might lose is if there's not enough people. And even then, you know, you can sometimes manage. But usually people are posting to be invited, so I don't really see it as a big deal of not being able to get people in there. The new dungeon itself, from what I've heard personally, my uncle Nipsey has beaten it. For those of you who watch the live stream, you already know who that is. Yeah, I mean, the rewards from there aren't that good. The only good thing I guess you might be able to say is the new gear from the dungeon itself. Obviously, with every new dungeon comes new gear. But from what I was brought to my attention is these little chain things do not go to every player. They are a specific drop that everybody gets to roll on. And in my opinion, I think that's a little bit silly. I feel like everybody in the group should get it. Because at the end of the day, let's be real. If your RNG is bad, or you just, no matter what, you keep rolling shitty ass rolls, or you don't run with the same group of people, maybe you just run in random ICs, and you know, 9 times out of 10, nobody's gonna pass unless they don't need it, obviously. So, you know, you can run that whole dungeon, get shit loot, not get a chain, and all you get is your seals. And in my eyes, that's a waste of a dungeon run, to be honest. And quite frankly, that's one of the reasons I'm not in a hurry to even get in the dungeon itself. You know, sure, the gear is pretty nice, but is it something that you go crazy over? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm still a little bit disappointed. Some of the old sets are still BIS. If you look at my tune, I'm in the mindset of like, I'm tired of running old gear shit. We're in mod fucking 18 going into 19. If you're gonna keep releasing gear, it has to be like, I just want to use it. I just want to be able to play a new release with new gear, new equipment, new artifact, new stuff I'm still, people still use the demo set. That was nerfed, but it's still best in slot. People use the Ebonized chest, the primal arms, that new headpiece. And it's almost like you're running the same shit that you've been running. And it's like, bro, when are we going to get some new pieces of BIS equipment, to change out of? Sure, you can change out that headpiece, but I'm pretty sure that 5% extra damage in Undermountain is still better than 5,000 power. Now, I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure percentage numbers compared to damage. I think it just depends on how much power you have and diminishing returns with all that. I could be wrong. That's not my strong suit, power leveling or whatever you want to call that aspect of Neverwinter with the stats and diminishing returns and everything like that. But one of the other things that I was finding troubling it's just a lack of shit to do, truthfully. Like, you do your missions as any, mod, and once you get your week, you can get your weekly cap within a day. Now, just let that sink in. You can complete all 150 of Vernus, weekly haul in one day. So that's 6 days out of the week. You could stretch it out. You could very well stretch it out, But truthfully, you can get everything done in 1 week. So in my eyes, that's a little slap in the face. That means, all right, well, for the 6 other days of the week, what are you doing? While you're running the HEs. Okay, what else are you doing for the new mod? We're just strictly talking about the new mod. We're not talking about anything previously. For the new mod specifically, what are you doing after you get your 150 weekly haul? You're just running SEs. You don't have the new dungeon unlocked. And other than that, that's it. You're just running SEs. You might be maybe running other encounters, like some people do still run the ape. It's not as good. So I don't see the purpose of running it. It could take them out at the same time, depending on, how many people you have in the SE. So to me, it's like, well, you might as well just run SEs or nothing. You can still run the old dungeons, but that's the problem we come into with these mods nowadays. And that's why I'm really pumped for Mod 19. I know we still got long ways to go. But this new, they really have to change this narrative here. And I'm glad they are. They just have to execute it now. Because the narrative, it's crazy. People already have the new dungeon. I'm sure people already have their gear. And I'm pretty sure people are already done with this mod. Truthfully, I'm pretty sure there are a handful of people out there who got the dungeon day one, who've been running the dungeon for over a month, who have all their gear, who have everything and are waiting for Mod 19 straight up. If you're one of those people, very few, I'm not saying a lot, but I'm saying I know in my other alliance that there were plenty of people buying the packs and running it day one. You know what I mean? So there are obviously other people out there who did the same thing. Now, they did come out with that new artifact set, so we will check that out real quick. It is BIS in this new zone as far as I'm aware, but in terms of outside, I believe the demo set still performs slightly better. They did come out with new pieces of gear. It's not like with every mod they do, but it's not that good. The seals from the SE, the pieces of gear you get for the Barbarian are pretty shit. Besides maybe this one, the Booch. For every 5 seconds you are in combat, you gain 2,000 power, 2,200 power for 24. So that's for like really long boss fights, and that's be the only exception to that. Maybe you're in Tom, and I would use that. Probably 24 if you can get that to maxed. 200 times 24. That's too much math to do quickly. Sorry, guys. But in terms of the other pieces of gear, they're not that good. They're not BIS. They're not something you want to go for. Truthfully, the only reason why I want them is because of the transmutes. I mean, they look pretty badass. I am going to get my shirt and pants. The shirt is probably not BIS still. The 3% melee damage one is still better for DPS classes. And this is what I mean. This is where we run into the same problem that I just discussed about earlier. And that's just the lack of, things to do. And that's not, I'm taking my time with this mod too. And I still have this much progress done. Daisy, get out of there, bro. Sorry about that. My cat was freaking rattling all around and shit. But I'm almost done. I run my SEs every day or whenever. I'm getting back on the grind. And truthfully, I'm already almost done with this mod. There's nothing really interesting for me. I don't really care about the story. I'm not going to sit here and beat around the bush. That's not my incentive. That's not why I play Neverwinter. I play Neverwinter to fucking kill shit and have fun. I don't play it for the story. I don't play it for the cutscenes. I don't play it to, for, silly reasons like that. I play it to have a good time. I want to be able to kill shit. I want to run dungeons. I want to run content, right? And having a good story, some people care about the narrative, but for me, it's all over the place. Now we're back here in the Stronghold. I get it, demons or whatever, but it's still the Stronghold map. You can't get around that. Sure, they fixed up some of the textures of the map. In some places it is broken apart. But at the end of the day, of the core, it's still the Stronghold map. So that will never change. I complained about that the first time I made this video. It still hasn't changed. If anything, it's kind of gotten like, all right, well, I just live with it now kind of deal. But hopefully with the next mod, they really come with it. They bring out new gear that is relevant to your class. They bring out new maps that haven't been put in the game and that are not just reskin. They got to give us more content. I don't know. I mean, truthfully, as it stands right now, I do have some stuff to do, but truthfully, the campaign is only going to take me, maybe 2 more weeks, not including the boons. And for me, I don't even need the boons, really. The boons are kind of just a bonus. If I go to my boon sheet tab real quick, the boons that I would take are pretty much obsolete. Any kind of defensive boons on a DPS class are nice, but they're not going to put you over the cat stab, so it's pointless anyway, But other than that, I don't want to make this video too much longer here. I rambled on long enough, I think. If you made it this far, down in the comments, just put in hashtag mod18 or something along those lines, or anything relevant to mod 18 to let your boy Sonny know that you made it this far in. And yeah, I've been live streaming a lot more. Hopefully I will see you guys around there. And if you're new around here, obviously you already know, hit that sub button. We're grinding here. We ain't stopping. I still do enjoy playing Neverwinter, don't get it wrong. It's just the lack thereof content is a little frustrating, but we're gonna prevail. We're gonna see it through, and you know what? We're just gonna wait until mod 19. Anyway, it's been your boy Sonny here, and as always,